All right, my friends, we're going to talk about a division strategy today. This one is hopping down the number line. When we hop down the number line, we're going to start at a number. We're going to jump backwards until we get to 0. So let's start with a division sentence. Let's start with 20 being divided by 5. So I want 20 is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to hop backwards by 5 until I get to 0. So I'm going to put my star here at 20. That's where I'm going to start. I'm going to jump backwards by 5s. Here's one jump. I'm not at 0, so I need to keep going. 2, 3, 4 jumps. I'm finally at 0. And now I can find out how many jumps I made. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 20 divided by 5 is 4 jumps. Let's try another. Let's start with 14 being divided by 2. So I'm going to start at 14. I don't have 14 on my number line, but I do have 15. And 1 less than 15 is 14. So here's 14. I'll put a star there. And I'm going to jump backwards by 2. So here's 1 jump, 2 jump. 1, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1, 2, all the way to 0. I made it all the way to 0. Now I can count how many hops that I made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Now sometimes funky things happen, like having an uneven amount of hops. For example, if we tried 21 divided by 2, let's see what we would get. I don't have 21 on here, but I do have 20, and 1 more is 21, so I'm going to put a star there. That's where we're going to start. And we're going to jump backwards by 2. Here's 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Make that look like a hop. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So I'm at 1, and I don't have enough room to do 2 hops to get to 0. I can only do 1 hop here. So let's count the hops that we did make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We did 10 full hops. That is our answer. And we have something left over here. This leftover is called a remainder. We have a remainder, that's an R for remainder, of 1. Now another way to do hopping down the number line, if you don't have a number line or you don't feel like making one, is just to use repeated subtraction. When we use repeated subtraction, we start at our number and we subtract by the same number until we get to 0. Let's try with 15. And we're going to divide 15 by 3. So we want to know, what is 15 divided by 3? We're going to start with 15 and we're going to take away 3, just like if we were hopping backwards, we're going to take away until we get to 0. 0 is our goal. So I'm going to put 15 at the line here, separate those, that's our equation. We're going to start at 15 and we're going to do minus 3. Oops, that's backwards for you. 3. 15, 14, 13, 12. I'm at 12 here. And And this is not 0, so I need to subtract again. We're subtracting by 3. 12, 11, 10, 9. Not at 0, so I need to subtract again. 9, 8, 7, 6. 6 is not 0, so I need to subtract again. 6, 5, 4, 3. This is not 0, so I need to subtract again. 3 minus 3, 3, 2, 1, 0. I made it to 0. So now I can count my hops that I made, or how many times I subtracted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 until I got to 0. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. That would be my answer. Now sometimes with repeated subtraction, you get a remainder, just like when we were hopping down the number line. Let's do 10 divided by 3. So we're going to start at 10 and we're going to subtract, subtract, subtract until we get to 0. We're subtracting by 3. So start at 10. We're going to take away 3 from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7. That's 7. This is not 3. This is not 0, so I need to subtract 3 again. 7, 6, 5, 4. This is not 0, so I need to subtract again. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm at 1, which is not 0, but I can't take away 3 from 1. So let's see how many times I did hop. Once, twice, 3 times. So 10 divided by 3 is 3, but I have 1 left over that I can't subtract. So I'm going to have a remainder of 1.